welcome to the Progress with Unity Stadium as Manchester United's women's team get back in WSL action against West Ham United. So there will be a delayed start here in Leigh, and that's by 15 minutes due to travel issues for West Ham United. But now let's get the most important thing, the team news, starting with Manchester United. So the fans will be delighted to hear that Fallon Talise-Joyce is back in action and she's in goal for the Reds. Onto our back line, we have Anna Sandberg in action on the left and Jade Riviere on the right. For our duo centrally, we have captain Maya Letitia alongside Dominique Janssen. In the middle, we'll have a duo of Hinata Miyazawa and Julia Ziggiotti with Ella Toon just in front. And our front three will consist of Jess Park, Melvine Mallard, either side of Elizabeth Turland. Onto our opposition, West Ham United. Starting in net for our opponents, Kinga Szymek. Then in the back three, we have Eva Nystrom and Endo Yu with Amber Tishiak centrally. In front of them will sit a four, including Fionn Morgan on the left, Verena Hanshaw on the right, with Una Sairan and captain Katrina Gorry in the middle. Then their front three will be Viviana Seyi, Ueki Rico, either side of Shakara Martinez. So that is your starting lineup for today's game. Now with all of that important match commentary, you've got Liam Bradford with Ben Thornley.
Welcome along then, WSL action for you this afternoon as Manchester United take on West Ham at the Progress with Unity Stadium, the stadium formerly known as the LSV, but now the Progress with Unity Stadium. A slight delay to kick off due to some transport issues for West Ham United, so a delay of 15 minutes to a game that was supposed to kick off at midday. We are now underway, and it is the same drilled ball cross field. This time though does not find the touchline, and Manchester United will have possession back through Julia Ziggiotti. Comes back to Maya Letitia, pings a right-footed ball out to the left-hand side into the feet of Anna Sandberg. Forward to Ella Toon, gives it back to Sandberg first time, and Manchester United are up to halfway. They then retreat back to Dominique Janssen. Letitia measures that right-footed pass forward into the path of Melvine Mallard, who's actually started out on the right-hand side for Manchester United. Stand back in possession. Comes into the feet of Gorry, who's being hassled and harried. It's really hard work from Ella Toon. Gets the pressure on, forces the ball out of play for a throw-in.
I think West Ham have had a bit of a switch as well. Hanshaw on this left-hand side. The midfield four. So I'm wondering whether has that got anything to do with the switch from Melvine Mallard.
Maybe that Fionn Morgan preferred off the right. We will keep an eye on that situation. Fionn Morgan, one of the couple of changes that West Ham have made from their last WSL game. Seyi heads the ball to the edge of the penalty area, scrambled clear. Seyi again just using that strength to try and get away. And then the foul is committed on the edge of the penalty area by Julia Ziggiotti. Free kick is West Ham's.
It's a start that you would expect from Manchester United. More often than not, they dominate possession in these WSL games. They will certainly have more of it. Good strength. Letitia
just shrugs off with Koecki. In a bit of a foot race, but there's only going to be one winner. That one trickles out of play on the right-hand side for a West Ham throw midway inside their own half. Comes back from Gorry to Nystrom. Nystrom? Potato.
Yes, I don't think it. I think Nystrom probably.
We'll go with it. Well, the ball is cut out by Manchester United in the centre circle. One back by West Ham though, and Ueki has put this forward. Lovely retreating tackle from Hinata Miyazawa. Steals possession back for Mark Skinner's side.
Didn't even know she was there. She just ghosted up and took the ball away from her toes. Miyazawa.
Mallard down the left-hand side. Lovely ball into the feet of Ella Toon. Toon is into the penalty area, gives it back to Melvine Mallard. Mallard gets it out from underneath her feet. Last-ditch challenge comes in. Miyazawa with a driving effort. Oh, it's just wide. Hinata Miyazawa, it's taken a deflection on the way through as well. Well, she scored from range already this season. That one deflected just wide.
Well, when shots come in like this, at any point, I always look at the goalkeeper and to see what the reaction is. And Kinga Szymek was just rooted.
do keep it in play. They come back to Dominique Janssen, and now Maya Le Tissier drives one goalwards. It's only just wide. I think it's not taken a touch on the way through. Thought it had taken a deflection off the keeper actually, but Maya Le Tissier firing in from distance, and it's only just wide.
Yeah, and another example of a Manchester United player carrying and able to carry the ball. Nobody comes to confront her. She may have even managed to carry it another step or two before she unleashed, but she thought that was the right time.
Riviere's got a bit of space to move in here as well. Got Jess Park outside her. Park takes over, cuts in field, spins brilliantly and gets away. Fantastic piece of skill from Jess Park to get Manchester United on the front foot and gets a lovely pass into the path of Jade Riviere, who gets to the byline. Jade Riviere stands the cross up towards the back post, where it's met by Melvine Mallard, but she was stretching for it. It actually deflects off the West Ham player and out for a corner.
Turned on a sixpence, Jess Park, didn't she, on this near touchline? Easily went past Marina Hanshaw. Lovely body movement. And then she just flicks the ball to her outside as the challenge comes in. And Katrina Gorry. And Jade Riviere probably just needed to angle that a little bit more. And we've got a corner.
Lovely movement again from United down that side. Zighiotti sends one towards the back post, headed down. Real danger here for Manchester United. Can't get a foot on the end of it. Brilliant header back across goal. Comes out to Miyazawa, flicks it into chance for Turland. Turland has a shot saved. Shot comes in from Dominique Janssen, is deflected wide. Well, as it came back into the box from Miyazawa, it looked for all the world like it was going to be turned home by Elizabeth Turland. Her shot ricocheting off Semic and away.
Yeah, it's a lovely pick out from Miyazawa. Sees Melvine Mallard, who gets a really good cushioned header into the path of Elizabeth Turland. Good save from Semic, and then the follow-up blocked. Asai again, you see her there in the centre of the park at the moment, and instead of clearing the line, she puts her team in a little bit of a problem.
United in possession on the edge of the centre circle with Janssen. Fires a pass into the feet of Anna Sandberg, taking on Fionn Morgan. 1-2 looks to be worked round the corner by Melvine Mallard, who has to battle after the initial interception. Wins the ball back though, gets it back to Dominique Janssen, and United are first at everything at the minute. Riviere. Shows the ball on the outside, then goes on the outside. Just that electric burst of pace. Nobody can stay with her. Toon. Janssen. Sandberg left-hand side. Lovely bit of movement from Anna Sandberg to give herself the space. Gets the cross in and it's there. Elizabeth Turland inside the 6-yard box, turns home. Brilliant cross from Anna Sandberg and a top finish from the poacher that is Elizabeth Turland. United lead West Ham by a goal to nil.
It's exactly as I said earlier, that you can't help but feel that there was going to be something on the end of a cross from either side. We saw Anna Sandberg at the other end with that lovely piece of body movement to get herself away from a defensive situation, and she does it again there. Lovely little body sway, goes on the outside onto a favoured foot, doesn't look, just puts it into an area where she's hoping that somebody in a red shirt will get on the end of it. In fact, she did look. She just gets her head up here. There you go, there's the little glance. And it's a wonderful execution and a really good finish from Elizabeth Turland, because that would have skidded up. And, you know, we've seen them missed, haven't we? You know, scooped up over the bar or just not got the full contact, but the concentration was there, and it's no more than they deserve. The only thing that is slightly surprising is that it is only 1-0.
Manchester United like to play doesn't work quite so well.
Down, yeah, the full-backs are an integral part of the way he likes to play.
United breaking here against West Ham. 3-on-2 situation, comes out to the left-hand side. Elizabeth Turland, left-footed effort, going to be turned home, is it? No, just behind. Zighiotti could not wrap her foot around it, and away it comes. Brilliant save from Semic. Toon puts the ball back in, headed clear by West Ham. It's going to come all the way out to the far side of the penalty area, and it's going to be back-heeled by Elizabeth Turland into the West Ham player and out for a corner.
Well, if West Ham get into the dressing room at half-time and it's only 1-0, then definitely Kinga Semic should be getting a pat on the back, because this is a really good save. She does everything right. She goes across, and agonising for me, for Ziggiotti that it didn't sit right for her to put the rebound in, and that's a really good header from Eva Nystrom to clear that danger.
It's been a good performance, hasn't it, Ben, from United?
Very good, very good. As I said, when the goal scored, the only sort of surprise element is the fact that all the possession and the dominance they've had and the number of times they've got the ball into some really good areas is that it is only 1-0. But it's a positive scoreline, and they will take that and I'm sure try and embellish on that in the second half.
Nico Ueki finds a lovely pass out to the right-hand side, picked up brilliantly by Fionn Morgan, who's going to get the cross in. Real chance at the back post here for Vivienne Assayi, and I think we can give credit to Jade Riviere for doing just enough to prevent that shot coming in.
Yeah, that's half time. That's the most dangerous they have been all half.
Yeah, fizzed in, and it is Jade Riviere that does brilliantly against Vivienne Assayi to turn that away. Half-time rolls around then for Manchester United. Elizabeth Turland's goal, the difference between the two sides, but Anna Sandberg's work down the left-hand side, a little shimmy to get away, to create the space, and a pinpoint cross for Turland, who turned home from the edge of the 6-yard box. Manchester United dominant for 45 minutes and thoroughly deserved their half-time lead. At the break, it's Manchester United 1, West Ham United 0. Ben Thornley alongside me for the second half. Referee getting everybody ready to go. Whistle goes and we are underway in the second half in the WSL with Manchester United leading West Ham by 1-0. Ball is way down the right-hand side as knocked out of play. Referee just going to stop play here whilst we wait for something. Not quite sure what the referee has seen, but we have stopped play. Jade Riviere tries the ball off on the inside of her shirt and gets it back into play, and we are started again with Sandberg in the centre circle. Looks to play the pass to Ella Toons, just wide of her. Sandberg chasing back allows it to roll out of play again, and Manchester United have possession back. It's been the story of the game really, is you know, United being excellent when they've got the ball at their feet, really hassling and harrying, keeping that pressure on, but West Ham, when they have had any real possession of the football, have been far too careless with it, giving it away. You can't give a side with the quality of Manchester United that much ball and get away with it. No, they've really struggled to wrestle possession back from Manchester United, because they've been that dominant and they've been that efficient with it. On the few occasions that West Ham have had the ball in sort of threatening areas of the pitch, they haven't, is the bottom line, and that is why that scoreline in the top left-hand corner tells you that they've just really not threatened at all, West Ham, and that's partly down to their own carelessness with the passing, but more so down to how dominant United have been. Manchester United's women's FA Women's League Cup draw has been made. They face Spurs on the 21st, Sunday the 21st of December. The referee gets in the way, and I mean, it was fired at her from close range. There was no way of escaping that. Going to have a bounce ball restart. Julia Ziggiotti trying to argue the toss one way or the other, but the referee, a wry grin as she turns away.
Have you any idea how far away the players have to be for this restart, the opposing players?
Well, I'm assuming it's the same as a free kick, but that is an assumption.
And none of those United players are 10 yards away.
The drop ball comes to Katrina Gorry, who lifts it into the penalty area. I don't actually know the law around that.
No,
Just want to go away and have a check of. Pretty good with stuff like that. This ball is into the penalty area from West Ham. Overhead kick from Martinez, needs a save, turned off the post. It's in the back of the net. That's absolutely incredible from Shakira Martinez. Somehow pops it up, gets the overhead kick away. It's off the post and into the back of the net. 1-1.
somebody that we said that we hadn't mentioned hardly at all in the first half. She didn't take that down with her arm, did she?
Taking another look at the replay here.
No, it was a chest, there's no question about that. And she plants it right in the far corner. And as desperate a lunge that Fallon Tullis-Joyce made, she just couldn't stop it and get there from going in off the post. And it was a big surprise to everybody, including us, that it had landed in the net.
Quickly again from United as Janssen moves it across to Letitia. Into the feet of Zighiotti. Lovely turn on the edge of the penalty area. Looks to get the right footed shot away. It's off the post. Chance maybe for Turlin. Great block goes in, and it's going to be scooped up by Semic. Well, it was a great effort from the edge of the penalty area. Only the woodwork keeps West Ham level pegging with United.
It's a really good strike. It was a lovely turn, and she just steps inside, or outside I should say, to give her that opportunity for the strike. Just there. Quick look up. Does she actually touch it? I think she may have touched it, you know, the goalkeeper.
Onto the post.
Semic, I think she did.
That was like one of those saves that you got on your Mega Drive when you were a kid. Do you know what I mean? You're playing sensible soccer or something. The keeper dives and it just sticks to them like glue. Just what it was like. Oh, that's a lovely run from Jade Riviere. A little bit of a pull at the shoulder. Cross is going to come into the middle. Chance here for Melvin Mallard. Oh, it's on the roof of the net. Well, it's a brilliant run again from Jade Riviere. Picks the cross perfectly onto the head of Melvin Mallard, who gets up highest. Just can't get over the top of the ball to nod it down. It ends up on the roof of the net.
What a great ball. Great run, great ball.
Toon, head up, gets it out to the left-hand side, and Anna Sandberg and Manchester United looking again to increase the pressure on the penalty area. Lifted into the box towards the back post, headed away by West Ham. Flicked on to the edge of the 18-yard box. Then Asai catches Zighiotti on the edge of the box, on the edge of the D, and the referee gives the free kick to Manchester United. And maybe Vivian Asai a little fortunate here, Ben Thornley.
Well, I actually thought that was worse than the one that she was booked for. Have we heard that before? A certain Mr. Aaron Wan-Bissaka on Thursday night, I think, was exactly the same. I think she's got away with one there.
I think she knows it too.
Yeah. I don't think she'll get away with another, though.
So, referee walks the wall backwards. Anna Sandberg in conversation with Dominique Janssen. It's this 20 yards maybe from goal. Just to the right-hand side of the D. Vanishing spray goes down for the wall, and then an extra line of vanishing spray for the one-player wall in front of that, made up of Julia Zighiotti. Conversation's still happening. Well, there's options. There's a short one to Miyazawa on the left. Jess Park is currently unmarked on the right. Ella Toon is in acres of space far side of the penalty area. Or you can have a go at goal. Sandberg's left foot being warmed up here. Inga Semic bouncing around now, resumes the position. It's actually brilliant! Oh, what a free kick that is from Dominique Janssen! Right foot, exocet into the bottom left-hand corner. They do not get much better than that. Brilliant from Dominique Janssen. It's 2-1 United.
It's a superb strike from somebody that has just impressed me all afternoon with the fact that she rarely takes any more than 2 or 3 touches on the ball. I mentioned it in the early part of the game, but this is a wonderful execution.
Pulls out a play on the far side for the Manchester United throw-in.
Thank you for your support.
Forward by West Ham. Here comes Fallon Tullis-Joyce. Looks it upfield, 2,705 in at the Progress with Unity Stadium.
Well supported on a not a particularly pleasant afternoon.
Grim is what I would call it.
Yeah, but they'll have enjoyed what they've seen.
They're well supported everywhere they go, this Manchester United side. We are at the end of the 4 minutes of stoppages. Throw-in comes onto the field, brought down by Melvin Malart. Yeah, referee's going to bring the game to an end, and a well fought for and well-deserved 3 points from Mark Skinner's side. Played really, really well. Opening goal came for Elizabeth Turland. Lovely bit of work down the left-hand side from Anna Sandberg. A jink to find some space and an inch perfect cross to the edge of the 6-yard box where Elizabeth Turland could fire home. Then Shakira Martinez, with a moment of real magic, popped up off the chest, and a looping overhead kick found the only gap between Fallon Tullis-Joyce and Fallon Tullis-Joyce's post to make it 1-1. Then Dominique Janssen with a free kick from 22 yards out, rifling home a right-footed effort for the pick of the goals of the game. Absolutely brilliant from Dominique Janssen. Great from Manchester United too. 3 more points added to the tally and a win to take into the midweek game against Lyon. Full time at the Leigh Sports Village, and Manchester United have beaten West Ham by 2-1.